Alrighty, hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we have a little discussion video. We have some news on 1.5.6, kind of the release date or kind of the release time. We don't have an exact date, but we do have some more information. And also we have some dev replies to some of the changes that people are speculating and also, talking about in general. So we have 3 responses. We're going to go over them. I'm going to give my, opinion about all of them, and we're going to go from there. Alrighty. So this was posted yesterday. The times are always off on the forum for some reason, so this was probably posted, might have even been posted today, just like the times on the forum for some reason, because obviously they're based in Turkey. It just looks weirder than, the current time. Even if I look at it the same minute it was posted, the time would be different. So, I don't know exactly when this came out, but it came out very recently. And also I'm going to link this down below if you want to go check it out for yourself, like always. Alrighty, so a player asks, I'm far from a programmer. Is changing a 10 to a 2 in a line of code difficult? So this is in terms of, just want to make sure I have the right idea. So they're talking about the chance of dying in a battle for a lord. And I'm guessing that it's going down from 10 to 2%, if I'm not mistaken, right? I think that's what it's about, right? So the dev states, yes, reducing probability is probably very basic and easy. Problem is, I am far to these parts. First, I need to find the owner of the code and design, and second, after this is changed, reduced to 2, and dying is added to simulations. Also, I need to do several tests if it is breaking something new, snowballing tests, counting lords, in long-term 20 to 30-year tests. Okay, so what he's pretty much saying is, while it's easy to change the 10 from a 2 once he obviously gets the code and like how it's designed, right? That part is easy, but then you have to see how it affects all the other parts in the game. It's a sandbox game. It's a game that keeps going even without player interaction. So you have to see how these small percentage changes will affect the game, not just right after when it happens, but how it will affect the game 20, 30 years. Will snowballing get worse? Will it get better? And stuff of that nature. So it does make sense, right? Anyway, we can use this mechanic, NPCs dying, also at simulations. Okay, so they do kind of want to make a mechanic, if I'm not mistaken, by the way that he's mentioned it twice now, where you'll know in battle if the NPC died or got wounded if you are right next to him and he goes down. That would be kind of cool if they had like a little different animation. To slow down lord/clan inflation also. So it will be something good for game's balance because now we are creating new clans with the rebellion feature. Yeah, so if you guys didn't know, with the rebellion feature, whenever a rebellion does happen and a town gets taken over, that clan that took it over, it becomes a new clan. It goes into your you can find it in the encyclopedia, and then that new clan can join a different kingdom, and if they join a different kingdom successfully, that clan will stay. If you defeat that clan and take the town back, that clan will disappear. So that's kind of like how they're going with that feature, which I think is very good. I like the introduction of new clans. I would also like I always stated, where major kingdoms fall and minor clans rise up and become the kingdoms themselves. I think that it could be possible, but it'd be very far down the line. It'll probably be a mod, but I think that would be a very good addition. But this is a good start in my opinion. These are nothing delaying. I guess these features right here are not delaying 1.56, by the way. 1.5.6 is currently being tested by a test team. So what this means, if you guys didn't know, it means they're done adding stuff to 1.5.6, unless there are bugs, right? So typically no new features will be added after this process. If after the test by the test team they find significant bugs, those will be fixed and then they will be tested again. And then after a test comes back positive with, bugs that aren't game breaking, bugs that aren't super terrible, like small little, things that, they probably didn't even catch. When it's in that condition, then it will be brought to us, right? That's usually how they work with these, what's it called, updates. So this is good to hear. That means that if they are testing it, and well, not if they are testing it, but if it comes back clean and good to play for us, it will be released. So good to hear. The changes already added. See, these small code changes are already done. Probably there will be questions about date. Unfortunately, I have no information about the 1.5.6 date. If I get any info, I will share. Of course he doesn't. It makes sense. Like I said before, it's being tested. If there's bugs, They have to fix them and then test them again. That's just how it works. You can't really give a good date on that. He can maybe give you a date that's very, very far away and then, get it before that date, but giving an exact one probably won't work. So it makes sense. Also, we did several works slash tests slash calculations with Blood Griffin. Shout out to him. He does a lot of work on the forums, a lot of good productive work, and shout out to him. 1 week ago about War and Peace, I gave him data and he helped me analyze it and prepared very useful tables. We did go over this thread. Pretty much this thread is where they talked about how snowballing works, how kingdom control works in terms of how much settlements they own and stuff of that nature from the start of the game until 20 to 30 years without player interaction. And obviously you can see the changes that we had from 1.5.4 to right now 1.5.5, and also what the developer has shown is in 1.5.6. So very significant changes, and obviously he helped out with that. So we will be showing, okay, hold on. I will share these results soon. One new good news I suggested showing reasons of war / peace votings to player, and it is approved. Hold on. One good news is I suggested showing reasons of war / peace votings to player. That's actually very cool. Okay, yeah. So what he's saying right here is there's a new feature where they're going to show you the reason that a kingdom went to war or, declared peace. I think that's very good information. That's very good information, and it can show players what to do right next time if they did want peace, or what to do right if they wanted to prevent war. If they know all the reasons for it. So it's a good feature. So we'll be showing you why a voting is started by a clan about war / peace probably 2 patches later. 2 patches later is 1.5.7, right, or 1.5.8. But I don't think they're going to keep going on that. I think they're going to go to, I know 1.5.7 is happening, but they might go to 1.6 after that, if that kind of makes sense, right? But regardless, whatever the name is, it's still 2 patches down. It'll be something like, we should declare war against X because we have stronger armies compared to them and we can enlarge our territories, or we should make peace against X because currently we are at war against several enemies. Cool. I think this adds a lot of transparency, and I think it's going to be good for the game. Cool. Of course, there'll be 4 or 5 different war and peace reasons with better wording and grammar. Okay, cool. Sounds good to me. All right. Okay, then we have Blood Griffin obviously saying he likes the new feature of the reasons for war. And the devs respond, it will be something I need to spend about 1 week, probably in January, to find out most suitable reason, but I think it will add so much sense to game. Yes, I think there should be a lot more of this conversations that you have with lords on a lot of different things. Like, for example, when a clan is about to leave your kingdom, I think, either the leader or a clan member should come up to you and tell you why. Be like, we're leaving because of this, this, and that, and you should have an option to kind of either give it to them or say, all right, farewell. Something like that. If there's more conversations, more transparency, I think will help the game out a lot. Suspending one man's 1 week is not a big deal for that feature. Also, probably one UI guys, 2-3 days. Also for showing these reasons at voting menu. Not sure if this will be selected at final decision, but seems best for now, in my opinion. Okay. Also, at January, I will also work on micromanagement for your clan members. Ooh, interesting. Micromanagement for your clan. Okay, so you can manage them a little bit better. So you're probably going to be able to give them kind of things to do. Either like to stay on the defense, stay on the attack, go here, go there. That'd be kind of cool. We'll see exactly what it is. Kind of a vague statement, but I'm interested. Alrighty, the third post. So we have a player asking, by definition, at least half of the lords in a close battle will get wounded / defeated. If they fight 50 losing battles before their heirs reach 18, which is losing 3 battles per year, they on average will die before they become adults. So if we believe they will fight 50 losing battles in 18 years, which to be honest, it is pretty likely, we will end up with no lords in no time, as younger people will take time to marry and have children themselves, or at least no lords on losing factions, which will tend to get outnumbered and killed in battles as lords die and armies become smaller. So he states that 50 battles times 2% dying chance equals 100% chance of dying on average. That's not how that works. That's not how that works, my guy. That's not the that's not the formulation for it. I'm gonna be honest with you, that ain't it. Because with the current situation with 10%, because that's what it is right now, uh, there's people who aren't 100% dead after many years. So the math's a little bit off. I get where he's coming from, but the math is way off here. By the way, I think there's no, I don't know what the exact equation for it is. I have an idea, but this ain't it. You know what I mean? This ain't it. 50 times 2%. First of all, if it's a percent, then you would have to like make it 0.02, and it would have to be a whole. It wouldn't be just 50 battles times the 2%. No, that ain't it. By the way, I think there's no children / adolescents. They should add that smooth. They should add that to smooth the transition. I think there's no children or adolescents. What? It doesn't mean like growing up, because they are kind of like making that transition of how like they grow up and then make their own parties. That is coming. So I think that's what he means by this statement right here. And Dev responds, yes, you are right. Even 2% is a huge probability. Is he though? Maybe I'm tripping. I don't know. I'm not the owner of design at these parts, but I suggest reducing death penalty probably 5 times when I see it at 10% currently. I do not know why the huge probability decided at first. It was 10% before, and as a bug, it was not added to simulations. Maybe we can make it even 1% after seeing results of long-term tests. Here's my thing. I think they should make it based on how the what do you call it? How the person got wounded. What kind of weapon attacked him? Where he got attacked? Was it a headshot? Because the game registers more damage for a headshot, if I'm not mistaken, right? So they can register it if the hit was a headshot or a body shot. So therefore, you can register in the death probability if it was a headshot or a body shot. So that is possible with the current code. Now, I'm pretty sure it's possible to see what he died by as well, since it's shown. Well, it's not shown exactly, but I feel like that's a possibility as well. So I think for right now, this is an okay placeholder, but I think there should be an option to see: did he die by headshot? Was he shot by an arrow? Was he shot by 4 arrows? Was he, did he get hit with a really long sword across the head? Because that usually kills people. Or did he, get hit in the back with a blunt weapon and he fell down and he passed out? Like, what was the reason for his death? I think if we have that, that'd be a lot better than the current system of just like a bland percent, if that kind of makes sense. But that's just how, you know what I mean. It's more advanced, but I think that would be well worth it to work on that. But yeah, that's about it. You got some more news about 1.5.6 and all of that. And just quickly, I know you guys see a lot of Cyberpunk content on my channel. It's what's popping. I gotta do what I gotta do. It is what it is. I'm still checking the forums every single day. And yes, I'm making a little bit less discussion videos because I'm focused on the other game. But that's just because there's a lot of hype right now. Eventually the hype's going to die down, and then I'm going to slowly transition back and make more discussion videos about different topics. But for right now, patches, updates, and major news, kind of like this one, will obviously get covered by me. So regardless, it is what it is. We're going to go from there. But yeah, hopefully you guys found this informative. Ask me any questions, any concerns, and like always, stay safe.